I used to get teased because I would shoot these smaller mule deer, and I didn't really know the potential of the deer that I had on my place.
I'm kind of like a lone wolf in a way. Like I always like yearn for something more.
Dude, I saw a jackrabbit for the first time in Idaho.
Massive.
I had never seen one of those. I always thought they were like fake. Well, hey everyone out there, welcome to the Addicted Hunting Podcast, episode number 1. Can you guys believe that?
It's been a long time coming.
We've been talking about this for how long?
Yeah.
Way too long.
Well, yeah, beginning of the year for this year.
Yeah.
But then prior to that,
Yeah,
like
2 years probably.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
So some of you guys may have known if you see these episodes in the past, we used to do this podcast, man, what's it been, 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
2019,
Six.
June.
2019. That's crazy. I didn't even know it was that long ago. So I'll guys give you just a little background of what kind of happened there. So me, Cliff, a couple of our other buddies, Sean Keller, Jesse Kelly, we came up with the idea to start an Addicted Hunting podcast. I was super excited about it until everything fell apart.
Dude, it didn't. Like literally, and not, I mean, we're talking everybody just, it was different directions all the time.
Yeah. Sean moved to Montana. Cliff ended up kind of going a different direction with his business, went to work back in construction.
Yep.
Just everything that could go wrong kind of went wrong. And we just realized that it wasn't going to work.
No.
So we bailed.
Too tough to get everybody together.
Yep.
And
But now we're back and we have a new guy.
the new guy.
We have a new guy. So why don't we just start out right out the gate for everyone watching, just introduce ourselves for people that may not know what the heck the Addicted Hunting Podcast is.
Yeah, I'm John Anderson. I'm an ag background. I'm a farmer out in Eastern Oregon, and I've chased mule deer pretty much my whole life. I mean, I like to say I got pretty good at it. But yeah, it's just been a passion of mine. It's kind of funny. How long ago was it, Marlin? I messaged you. I called you up out of the blue. You didn't even know me. And I was like, hey, Marlin, I think we really should do this hunting thing. Like, we should take off with it. And Marlin, I know, was just, I don't know this guy. This is some random dude just calling me up. And I was like, okay, well then, you know, I became really good friends with Big Dave and Popoff and met Marlin through them and kept at the idea. And
Now here we are.
here we are today.
Here we are.
So.
And we always had to bring Cliff back. Cliff's kind of been in the distance, back in the mix,
Yeah.
in the distance, back in the
Yeah.
mix. I feel like he's fully back in the mix now,
Yeah.
so it's good to have him, guys. You guys have seen his alter ego, Rodney, probably in previous Addicted Fishing episodes. So guys, when I started Addicted Fishing back in the day, it's funny, I actually bought huntingandfishingaddictsnorthwest.com. I bought huntingaddicts.com. My whole goal with it was to do both of them. But as the fishing side grew, I realized just how incredibly hard it was to just run one.
Yeah.
So to try to run two at the same time was impossible without help.
Yeah.
So that's why I originally brought Sean and stuff in. But like I said, people have kind of moved on. But now us three are going to be really fully dedicated to doing this podcast. We have some hunts that we have planned that are going to be filmed. A couple that are already filmed that are going to come out that we filmed last year.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm excited about all that. But introduce yourself to people that may not know and give it a little background.
So if you go back, listen to any of the older podcasts, Cliff Salee, one of the OGs. Unfortunately, like we said, we don't have Sean anymore, but and Jesse.
We'll have him as a guest though.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I'm actually excited. I wanted to get him back out here, just kind of as like a little special guest thing. But who knows when that's going to happen? Because he's a busy guy too, obviously.
Yeah,
And
we'll get him on for sure though.
That's why I kind of went in different directions. I mean, at the time when we started this, like I actually owned a business that was right below where Marlin worked. And then like I talked to Marlin all the time. That's kind of how we got the whole thing going. And then life hit. I mean, just kind of snowballed. We won't get too personal with it, but my life changed completely. I had to go back to construction. I sold my business and then it just kind of separated. Remarried now, back into it, I'm actually guiding fishing now, and then I'm actually really, really excited to get back into the hunting side of things. So
Yeah.
and there's nothing like it for me.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. And guys, as this podcast kind of continues throughout this episode, we're going to talk about just all the different things we're going to talk about, all the different things that we're going to do as we continue to build the Addicted Hunting brand, but it's definitely back for sure. And if you guys didn't know who I am, I'm Marlin Lefevre. I started a brand called Fishing Addicts Northwest in 2009, and I since have grown it and turned it into what is now Addicted Fishing, which some of you may know, some of you may not. But it's only right that we do Addicted Hunting because It's a perfect extension of the fishing brand. And to be perfectly honest, some of you anglers out there might hate me for saying this, but I think I've grown to love hunting more than fishing as I've gotten older. So
Facts.
it is a true passion of mine. I eat, sleep, and breathe it like 4 months, 5 months out of the year. If I'm not hunting, I'm shed hunting, as you can see with the sheds all over the table and in the display. Like, we just eat, sleep, and breathe hunting, guys. We're always talking about it. And I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to film some hunts for you guys. And it's gonna be a fun journey.
I'm so excited.
Cool. Well, let's get into some of this other stuff. So, talk about, for first thing here, let's talk about like what your favorite like type of hunting is, what we're gonna, just subjects we're gonna be covering. Because I feel like you have a little bit that's like your favorite, and then he's got maybe a little different, and I might have a little different.
I'm
too.
just in such a different area than you guys. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's where I hunt. I don't know, you up where you're at, it's kind of similar.
It's similar, but like we have two different styles, and I mean, it's just
where you're at, Marlin. It's your stuff is thick, and I hunt way out in the open. It's just two completely different routes that you take approaching stuff. So it's
So talk about what your favorite type of hunting is. You know, maybe talk about a couple of them, and then maybe give us some of your like first hunt memories, first harvest that kind of got you into hunting.
Well, so I'd always gone hunting with my family out in Eastern Oregon, and it was like it's all mule deer out there, which they hold a special place in my heart. I've hunted all kinds of stuff, but mule deer, they're just probably one of the most majestic of the big game animals. Like,
And they're probably one of the stupidest.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They are one of the dumbest.
pop, stop, look.
Yeah, they give you the classic look back. But yeah, I mean, I went out with my family. We'd have this big hunt camp at my ranch, and I always just like have the fondest memories of it because it'd just be a group of all my close family. We'd go out together. It's just such a fun time, and I just grew a passion. And what really kind of drove it off for me is I used to get teased because I would shoot these smaller mule deer, and I didn't really know the potential of the deer that I had on my place. And then my cousin would always tease me and say, "Dude, you shot a little baby. Come on, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "That's not a baby." It was probably, I mean, my first buck ever was just a little basket rack 3-point with his G2 broke off halfway, and I just loved it. And then he kind of poked at me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a bigger one next year. So I just kept at it, and then I really realized the potential of where I was at, where I could, the caliber bucks. I mean, you both seen them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There's some really, really
We got one right behind you. We got the nutsack buck.
Yeah, like this one, I mean, when that's running out there, you don't want to shoot little ones. But,
No, it's what a cool buck, guys. We'll try to maybe cut in some close-ups of this thing into the video, but this thing was shot by one of our buddy Nick's pop-off, and we'll have to have him on to tell the whole story. We're not going to ruin it yet, but that's the nutsack buck in the studio here behind us.
Yeah, he's probably one of the most unique bucks that have come out of the area.
So mule deer hunting, obviously a huge passion for you, but also something that I know that you love that me and Cliff don't necessarily do as much is bird hunting.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that, because some of the guys out there, you know, one of the things that we want to do with this hunting podcast, guys, is we're not going to discriminate. We're going to talk about all things hunting. We love to do all things hunting. Cliff has a moose hunt planned that we'll be talking about, but yeah, we want to talk about everything. And so I'm excited to get more into bird hunting. So talk a little bit about that.
I'm pretty neo to it. I had just got a dog a couple years ago. My daughter was begging me for a dog, and so I was like, you know, I really want to get a good bird dog. It's something I wanted to go into and get into. So I got a poodle pointer, and it has probably been one of the most fun processes. I mean, Cliff went out with me this last fall, and he was still just a puppy, a year old. But, you know, watching a dog work and training him is so much fun. It's
at times.
At times, you know. It's a difficult process, but I've really come to love upland hunting. I haven't done much, you know, I do a little bit of goose hunting, duck hunting, but mostly uplands with him, and it is just a blast. And if you've never done it, I suggest trying it.
So what do you shoot now? Like quail, chucker, pheasant?
Yeah, so I have pheasant, chucker, quail, hun. Those are all your kind of typical uplands that are in the area. But I think my favorite would be pheasant, you know, China roosters. But Knox's favorite are definitely chucker. If he has 2 cents, because most of those birds commingle with each other. And if there's a chucker scent, he will go for that chucker scent almost every time. Almost every time. He loves them. I don't know what makes them so different for him, but he just can't get
Me
enough.
and Cliff do a lot of upland bird hunting too. It's called jumping out of the truck and shooting grouse.
Yeah.
That we see when we're driving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But grouse are fun to shoot.
Yeah.
You ever tried to take Knox to do that?
No, I have yet. That's kind of in the mountains a little farther from me, and I mean, like I said, he just turned 2, so it's kind of just new for him and new for me, and I definitely want to start going and venturing new places and taking him and getting on birds.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
and that's definitely on one of the lists of things to do.
And then another species that we're definitely going to be talking about, because I know both of you guys love to do, is turkey.
Yeah.
Thunder chickens.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I invited you guys to go with me.
I know.
I went to the mountains in Eastern Oregon and went with Big Dave and Max, his son, and that was. I mean, the turkeys this year were unreal. I mean, there were so many. I think they had like a double hatch this last spring.
Just so many.
And they were just everywhere.
And you like to eat them? You think they're pretty good? Because one time I had them, it was like, it was borderline.
It was, I mean, it's not going to be like a store-bought turkey.
No,
you know?
it never will.
Yeah, they
Ain't a
never are, but
butterball.
they weren't bad. You know, you cook them right.
Nice. Yeah. It's always about how you cook
Yeah.
them. Yeah,
It's
for sure.
crock pot.
Cool.
That's the only way.
All right, Cliff, your turn.
Oh, what do I like to hunt? Well, I
Well, you got to give us your start first.
my start.
Give us your start. Like, what got you excited in getting into hunting?
Into hunting. It's kind of crazy. I had a buddy, he still lives locally, Josh Griffin. I remember being a kid going over to his house, you know, we'd like, it was like robins and blue jays and just do whatever we had with BB guns. I mean, I think everybody started that way. Maybe they didn't. Sorry. I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. Obviously, I'm not out there doing that now. Moved to bigger game. But just that, and we'd go out all the time, you know, just with little BB guns. And it was just something about just going out there and just chasing something, you know, making a shot, just doing that until the day we got a rabbit that didn't quite make it, and his dad was really mad at us. That probably should have got me out of hunting, but it didn't. But then I don't know, I think I was 10, I think the first hunt that I went on. And, you know, minus being in like small woods, you know, around the house and stuff like that, it never really out in, you know, quote unquote, the woods or the wild or whatever people want to call it. But being able to get out and really, you know, at the time, it was my stepdad really got me into it and started focusing on, it wasn't just the hunting aspect of it and the killing aspect of it. So like I kind of had that ingrained in me really, really young.
Yeah, you were out slaughtering all your
Yeah,
birds.
I got that out of the way. Well, he didn't know
All the
about that. Oh my
endangered blue
God, dude,
jays.
he would have killed me, dude. He would have killed me.
I can't wait to talk because I have some funny stories.
So you know, just kind of taking it all in versus just, you know, going out for like the thrill of the kill, more or less, you know, and then it just kind of became a bigger thing for me and just like literally lit my soul on fire. And that was kind of the introduction to hunting. And then I hunted with a couple other buddies that got me into archery when I was 18. And then I've been, I'm kind of like a lone wolf in a way. Like I always like yearn for something more in the hunting world. So it's like, you know, like right now, you know, I'm part of your guys' group with muzzleloader. Love it, absolutely love it. But then there's part of me that I'm like, man, I want to go to this wilderness area and I want to go in there for like 10 days and I don't want to see a single person. I don't want to drive a vehicle, like, you know. So there's always these driving forces, and
That's why you have to do multiple hunts a year.
yeah, no, I know. I've noticed that. Yeah. So that's why this year's another different story. So got all the fishing guiding out of the way. So now it's like really time to focus on the hunting. But that's kind of what set me on fire. And then like the way that I like to hunt now, it's for mule deer, archery, man, spot and stock. There's nothing like it. You know, I'll tell some guys, you know, I've spent 8 hours on a stock on one deer. People are like, that's stupid. Well,
That's what you got to do.
yeah, but I mean, it's like, okay, well, you can spend that 8 hours in chasing that deer. And I'm not chasing like little tiny deer. Like these are animals you're not gonna drive down the road and see this kind of deer. I mean, some guys do, like, I don't know how they do it every year or whatever, but I think they're called poachers. But that's a different story there. But it's like the amount of time that you want to spend on one animal, you know, and it's like, I'm not willing to risk of, you know, like say an easier hunt versus spending that amount of time. And it's stressful. It's strenuous. Like, I mean, I stood in a field one time in my underwear because I didn't want my pant legs to brush up against the brush just so I could sneak into 40 yards and have a giant 4-point in velvet. I thought he was facing one direction. He was facing straight away from me. And he stood up and he did like, you know, the classic like look over the shoulder, like pouty mule deer face, like, oh, hey. that one did not stop. He got up and he ran. So archery, spot and stock mule deer is probably, if I could only do one thing, that'd be it.
That's sweet. Cool. Well, for me, I grew up in foster care, so I didn't have really much opportunities as a young kid to get into hunting at all. Like, my parents were drug addicts. I just didn't have any of that kind of influence. But then as I got a little older, I met a couple buddies, Bobby and Lonnie Brooks.
Oh, yeah.
And those two guys is what really ignited me into getting into hunting. And I first started out hunting blacktail deer with shotguns and buckshot. And it was just so fun. I remember.
Yeah.
You never buckshot a buck, huh?
No.
Dude, 40 yards, shoot them right in the face. They drop every time.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I shot a lot of bucks. That first buck, that buck I showed you today on the wall that I mounted, I shot that with buckshot.
Oh man.
So funny story. I remember it was my first buck I'd ever seen, and I was hiking through the woods, and it was slowly getting dark. I was like, oh man, I'm running out of time. So I was like running, thinking, oh, I gotta,
get all,
idiot.
all
I don't,
spots.
I don't know how to hunt at this point. So I'm like, I gotta hit all these spots before it gets too dark. So I'm like running to the spots, and I come running around the corner to this open field, and there he is standing there, and he sees me, immediately starts to take off. Well, I take a shot at him like running, with which buckshot you can if you line it up right. And he keeps running. It was like a little dark, and I thought he like kept running. So I like am running and like thinking I'm chasing him.
After him. Yeah.
Well, turns out he had dropped, and I didn't know he had dropped. And so I'm like, thought he had ran. So I won like a ways, like thinking I'm gonna find him.
Passed him.
And I passed him, and it gets dark, and then I can't find him, and I'm just like depressed. Dude. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I go home, I tell my buddy Bobby's dad, Bob, and he's like, well, let's just go out there and look for him, And so I walk him right to where I was when I took the shot. And this is Bob, who I like, at this point is like one of my idols, because he's killed all these monster blacktail. And it's so, I just remember it like it was yesterday. I was standing there, and I'm like, yeah, I shot him. I was like, right here. And he goes, he's right there, you idiot. And he was laying like right there. I had ran right by him.
Your adrenaline's pumped. I've done it too. I've done it. I've walked right past a deer that I just, like you, it just dropped right there, and I'm like, go past it, looking around in a panic, and I'm like, oh, going over to the next hill. And luckily, my buddy who was with me was like, dude, it's right here, and I just was like you said, tunnel vision. I just didn't even notice that it was on the ground right there, and was just trying to go look for it.
And to be honest, too, like, I didn't know. It was such a bad shot. It was like, I shouldn't even have taken it. The buck, like, I rounded the corner, he saw me and just immediately started, like, running as fast as he could, and I just pulled up and shot at him. But with buckshot, at 40 yards, that's the cool thing about double-aught buck is you have 15 pellets moving pretty quick. And so at 40 yards, it can do some freaking damage if you place it right.
Yeah.
Like, big time. Yeah. Like, I watched Bobby a couple times drop deer at, like, 65 yards with that stuff.
I've done no shotgun hunting for deer ever.
You will
it's
now.
Fun. It's a lot like archery. You have to get in close. Like, as I got older and really started doing it, it's like, it is. You have to sneak in on them. You can't take stupid shots. And like, it's going to be really fun to do this hunting podcast because I have I've now been hunting. I'm 40 years old. So I've been hunting for like a little over 25 years now. And so I have just so many stories, so many cool, crazy things that you would never believe in a million years, but they happened. So it's going to be fun to tell all those different stories. Yeah. Originally, how I got started was kind of the same way as you. Yeah. Like me and Lonnie I remember like it was yesterday, dude, every night it'd get dark and we'd grab our little flashlights and our spotlights and we'd go around the neighborhoods and shoot rabbits with our pellet guns. Just spotlight rabbits with our pellet guns. And we'd eat them. Yeah. Like Bobby's dad was like, you can kill them and eat them in these months. You can't eat them when they have like an R or something. I can't remember.
I think it's you can kill them in the R. You don't want to kill them in like June, July, August, because then they get worms.
I'm sure someone watching will comment below and let us know. But yeah, we used to kill them and eat them, and they were phenomenal. Lonnie's dad used to make like rabbit soup and stuff. It was bomb. So it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, for some people they think it's weird, but it's like, dude, they like look it down in Texas. I mean, those guys down there.
Yeah. And those rabbits are huge down there.
I mean, hell, they eat squirrels. Yeah. So, yeah.
Dude, I saw a jackrabbit for the first time in Idaho.
Massive.
I had never seen one of those. I always thought they were like fake. Like it was like some stories.
That's a jackalope, not a jackrabbit.
That thing was like
they're huge.
Giant,
they're
dude.
Huge.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah, they're big.
It's the first time I'd ever seen one.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. So what do you hunt? Do you guys hunt? One thing I want to talk about is like, do you hunt to trophy hunt? Do you hunt for meat? Like what drives you to kind of hunt? Why don't you answer first, Cliff?
Okay.
You want me? Okay, I'll go
for
first. It used to be. I mean, it was like, I mean, to go out and just, it was the end goal always to get an animal. Didn't matter, right? Like at the end of the day, I didn't really have a reason why. It's like I just need to do this, right? As I've gotten older, I went through a phase to where it was like I want to focus on trophies, specifically trophies. I can honestly say I'm past that now. Because I've kind of moved more into I want to fill the freezer for my family. Last year I wasn't, no shame in my game. I shot a spike. Nothing you know about, but
What does that even mean?
You'll get there one day. But it's one of those moments to where it's like for me to be able to fill my freezer, especially with like everything that's going on, people hormones and meat and all that. So that's kind of been more my driving force with it now, is to just make sure that I have just good quality like meat in my freezer. So,
what about you, John?
Well, it kind of just depends what I'm chasing. I mean, where I'm at, I'm able to be selective on my deer just because, it's my opportunity rate is just, I mean, I have this ranch that I grew up on, and that's kind of like having these animals in my backyard. At a young age, I was able to manage these deer, and I really knew what I had. Because before, like, I'd go out and shoot whatever with my dad and just enjoy the time. But then I went out and kind of refined my hunting, realizing, I can put better stalks and get bigger animals. And so for like deer, for instance, I'm definitely trophy hunting for them.
Yeah.
But
you've managed it for that.
Yeah, now. And I've managed it to where I can go out and shoot these, really high class bucks. But like for elk, for instance, I'll shoot the first bull that I see because I want the elk meat. Yeah. And then my tag specifically where I'm at will switch from a hare tag, so I can shoot a bull or a cow, and it'll switch to in December to March where I can shoot a cow. But I want to fill my freezer. Like elk meat, if you haven't had it, is like next to none.
Yeah.
I there's nothing better than an elk backstrap in my opinion. So and then it's just kind of a species thing.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer. I think for me, like growing up with Lonnie's family and stuff, it was like I was taught that you hunt to harvest. Like you hunt to eat, you hunt for food. And so my whole life, it's been like legal buck, bam. Legal elk, bam. Like I don't even like freaking hesitate.
No, he's not lying, because last year, it was so funny, dude. It was the day before the elk muzzleloader hunt. And he was like,
during
deer season muzzleloader, and he's like, I ain't shooting anything smaller than a 3-pointer. First fork and horn dude pops up, and he is gone.
He was like, I'm shooting it. I'm like, I'm dropping it. Yeah, it's just hard. It's like, someone always told me, it's like, if you're going to wait till the last day of the season to shoot a fork and horn or a spike, then you might as well shoot it on the first day of the season. Yeah. And that's kind of what I've been taught. And it's like, unless you're willing to eat your tag. Like if so for example,
it's
this year.
a lot of pressure.
I know I've said it. Yeah. And we're going to talk more about this, guys, because at the end of this episode, we're going to tell you kind of what the future episodes are going to look like. But I drew a special tag this year. And so we're not going to let everyone, we're not going to tell you what it is yet, guys. You got to wait till the new episode to see it. But I'm waiting. Like this year, I will wait. I'm not going to shoot the first deer that I see.
Together,
I'm going to wait because you don't get a lot of opportunities in Washington State to get special tags. So I'm excited about that. So this year,
and it's a good one.
I'm definitely waiting.
I would too.
I'm definitely waiting. But then for elk, it's like I could care less.
Yeah.
I am shooting whatever is legal. Yeah. And it's gonna fill my freezer. I haven't for like 7-8 years in a row now. Me and my wife haven't bought a single thing of beef.
Yeah.
Because I just eat elk meat and deer meat.
Yeah.
It's so much better for you too.
It's so much better for you, and just to not have to worry about it, and just know that like, hey, I got food in the freezer. With us being able to fish all the time and hunt all the time, I really feel like people that don't do that, like, man, if you don't do it out there, you got to do it. You got to learn how to do it. You got to go out and do it. Not just because it's fun and just so fulfilling for your soul, but literally we just eat like literal kings all the time because we have access to so much good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about like, now I'm going to deviate because we're going to talk about fish a little bit. You think about salmon and like crab and shrimp and all these things that we get, going and buying it in the store.
Yeah.
I looked at it the other day at Costco. It was like $38 for an Atlantic salmon, farmed fish. $38 for a fillet. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting on thousands.
Well, then you can go to Butcher Boys and you can buy like farm raised elk and stuff, and it's insanely expensive. So That's one of the reasons I do it, and one of the reasons I love it is I love to fill my freezer and I love to eat the stuff.
Yeah.
But I would be lying if I said I didn't want to shoot big trophy animals.
Well, I mean, what you were saying earlier is like asking, what are you going for? It really depends on your tag too.
Yeah.
Because I spend,
what the opportunity presents.
I think I have 13 or 14 deer points that I've been putting into special units for, and like, I'm not gonna just shoot anything. That's 14 years of waiting to get a tag, and I'm not gonna shoot anything.
No.
Waiting that long, and if you have a special tag, you shouldn't be. I mean, you should go out and hold out and squeeze every bit of joy out of that hunt that you can because you waited so long to do it. So
I cannot wait to draw an elk tag in Washington, dude.
They're at 16 or 17 points.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
you're up there.
Dude, I got like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Why don't we group hunt it? Because you want to do archery, loser.
I'm not doing archery. I haven't done archery the last 2 years.
Yeah, dude, let's group up. I have 0.
No, dude, I'm serious. I got like 14 or 15 points.
my gosh.
We should go for, can you bleep stuff out? Yeah. We should go you should bleep that out.
Yes. Or
Because they just added that, dude, as a muzzleloader tag.
oh, did they really?
Yes. Yeah. West Side muzzleloader
Dude,
tag.
honestly, if we're gonna do it, I don't know how many
you need to call me if you guys get that.
I know it's an east side hunt, but
Oh, I'm guarantee there's monsters.
it's
You know where that big, remember that huge bull that just got shot, that super famous one? You know what unit that was shot in? The one that the guy got all this crap for because they said he shot it off.
right. There was oh yeah.
You know where that unit? You know what unit that was? The
That doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently that's where all the big.
That
ones
is
are now.
where the mega giants are.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah.
Which you sent us that picture today. Had a buddy that I went to high school with, guys, that we just got a picture today of a giant Roosevelt that he shot.
Mega.
I showed you.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a big bull.
That is
Big
such a
Rosie.
big Roosevelt.
for around here.
It's huge for around here.
Oh my God.
I mean, for
and like you were
not
saying,
just for around
it's
here, for
massive for around
anywhere.
here.
for a Roosevelt.
For a Roosevelt, that was a huge.
You can't say anything. You're from Oregon, so it doesn't matter. You guys have big bulls, and you have twice as many. Okay, let's Washingtonians have a moment.
Let us Washingtonians have a moment.
let
Are
you.
there bigger bulls in Oregon than Washington
Oh,
historically?
for sure. For sure.
I thought Washington was the state that had the bigger bulls.
I would.
There's some.
Let's go. If we're talking sheer numbers, or are we talking just mega giants?
The biggest bulls are in Washington,
I would agree.
like
But
megas.
opportunities, I would say Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah, Oregon for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for all you guys out there, you need to hunt Oregon. Stop hunting Washington.
get out of Washington.
Yeah, we don't have any more elk.
Yeah.
So
Well, you heard it here first. The biggest ones are in Washington. So, if you want so just keep that in mind when you're putting in.
yeah. You'll never draw a tag, so it won't matter. Yeah. Trust me, I know.
So outside of hunting, let's talk a little bit about like the other things that we do, outside of hunting season that are going to be definitely subjects on this podcast as we record it throughout the years. And one of them is laying right here in front of us. And this is something I'm like, shed hunting for me is like, I'm almost more addicted to it sometimes than I am hunting. Like I am a freak with shed hunting. Like I love it. And I don't know why. Do you like to shed hunt?
No, I'm having a battle right now though. Like after I almost want to retract what I said about like mule deer hunting and go back to coyote hunting. Cause I love killing coyotes. Like,
Yeah, predator hunting is fun for sure.
But yeah,
Predators.
no. I've done some shed hunting, and I know there's a lot of people that hate me for it, but I just call it, it's an Easter egg hunt for unsuccessful hunters. But whatever. Like, dude, everybody has their thing. I've talked to Marlin about it, and it gets you an opportunity to get out there. You get to see the winter ranges, typically dropping before they head back, in the spring, or even in those transition points. So it's like you can kind of figure out roughly in a direction to where these animals are headed. That's my theory. Again, not a professional here.
You want to know what my favorite part about it is? This. Because when I'm out shed hunting, I sometimes find antlers from bucks that you will never, ever, ever see in real life.
Yeah.
And to me, that is what makes it so freaking cool. Because to me, it's like hope. It's like that little glimmer of hope that you never freaking know when you're in the woods.
Yeah.
Imagine my buddy, that just shot that huge bull, what he thought when that thing walked out.
Oh my God.
He probably thought there was no chance in hell he would see a bull like that.
I would never think that.
No. And so that's why I love it, because it's like, this buck right here, it's like, I mean, look at how crazy that thing
Yeah.
is. And then me and John found some just nutso ones at his place. John found one that I'm not even joking. The
Yeah.
base had to be 2 cans.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was like, it looked so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It looked like an elk antler.
It was crazy. And so that's one of the things I love is you get to see just all the different characteristics. And the reason I don't think it's an Easter egg hunt is because Easter eggs all look exactly the same. Shed
enough.
antlers.
They're different
look
colors.
different. Look
Yeah.
completely different.
No,
Everyone
you're right.
is different.
You're right.
And then just like you said, for me, I also am fat and I like to drink 7-Up and I like to eat Doritos. And so shed hunting for me is like a way to motivate
Yeah,
me to
get out and
exercise.
get
No, for
ex-
sure.
And just keep my heart moving and keep healthy and just stay active
Yeah.
during the times when we're not hunting.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So I want to hear what you guys have to say. I definitely want to hear in the comments who likes to shed
Dude,
hunting.
I'm gonna get bashed.
Because Cameron's always making fun of me for it. He's like, "Oh, you're out shed hunting again, idiot.
I
Why
used
aren't you
to-
springer fishing?"
I used to think it was so
that's
lame.
dumb too. Yeah.
I used to think shed hunting was just so lame, and then my buddy got me into it, and he's like, "Come on, just come out with me one time." And this was when I was like 16,
It'll get the
never
hooks
done
in
it.
you. Yeah.
and I went out, and I had such a fun time going out and picking up sheds because it was like you got to see stuff like Marlin said, and it's kind of funny. Marlin shed hunts the area that I grew up shed hunting the first time, and it's kind of funny when he was telling me, "Yeah, I go out here," and I'm like, "No way,
Yeah.
that's where I go all the time."
Small world.
That's why you
And
couldn't
it-
find them.
And I mean, I saw some of the biggest bucks, like bucks that live way, way up in the mountains, and the winter pushes them down to their wintering grounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember there's feed stations where we used to go out that ODF would go out and set food out at.
Welfare animals.
Yeah, and they'd go down, well, because it's a high fence. They can't go any lower.
No, I know.
And so you go and hit these feed stations back when you could go in there before, what is it, March now or something like that?
April 1 now.
And so we'd go in there. I remember seeing the biggest mountain buck I've ever seen. He was just a huge blacktail. I think he had fork, and then drop tines on each side. And I
Gross.
watched him walk away from the hay piles, and I'm like, that is the biggest deer I've ever seen. And so we're like, we're hitting this every day. We're going to get that buck sheds. And then the one day that we didn't go,
Somebody picked them up.
some guy.
Oh, my
But
God.
it was cool because it was some
At least
guy.
somebody got it,
Some
yeah.
guy
Yeah.
that had never gone shed hunting in his life goes and picks it up picks up one side. I forget what side it was. Picks it up at the hay pile, and I mean, I had a picture of it at one point in time on my old phone, and it was just the biggest antler you've ever seen.
Well, it's funny to me because I've taken now, Colt is extremely addicted
Oh, yeah.
to it. My buddy Rob is extremely addicted to it. Both those guys were like, shed hunting? Yeah, right. No thanks. I'm going coho fishing.
Yeah.
You know, like both of them are not coho fishing, winter
Springer,
steel,
yeah.
winter
Oh,
steelhead.
winter, yeah.
It's usually during winter steelhead because it's like February, March when we're
Yeah.
out deer. And then April, May when we're elk.
Yeah.
So you're missing springers and you're missing some winter steelhead. But
Yeah.
the rivers blow out. So what do you go do when they blow out?
Yeah.
You either go kill coyotes or you go shed hunting.
But you can turn a shed hunt into a coyote hunt real quick.
Oh, and I've done it
Yeah.
multiple
Yeah.
times. So talk about that. So one of the other things that you like to do that we didn't talk about that we're definitely going to be talking about on this podcast is coyote hunting, predator hunting.
I love it.
It is so
Absolutely
fun.
love and that like the thing that's kind of cool is you get farmers that they love when you go and kill them. I've ran into farmers though that read me the right act that they don't do anything to our cattle and this and that. But
They're full of it.
Yeah, dude, I just absolutely love coyote hunting. There's just something, it's probably the same thing with, like archery elk. I've called a bull in, I've killed a bull 13 yards, so it's like there is something about calling an animal in.
You see how he said that? Oh yeah, I just called the bull and killed the bull, 13 yards, it's just no big
It's the
deal.
only one I called in
Just no
archery,
big deal.
so it is no big deal.
Sounds like
Nonchalant.
Cameron, dude.
I quit after that, And once you go pro, there's no reason. No, but it's just, I love it, dude. You never know where they're going to come from.
Yeah, you ain't that right.
Dude, last year.
Dude, me and Cliff, so we walk out this bench and we're calling and we can see 2 coyotes like way out in a ways because the cool thing about coyotes is you can use thermals. So we're using thermals. And they don't even care. They're like not responding to the call at all. They don't give call for a little bit. We're calling, we're like, all right, this isn't working. We probably gave it like, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't even know. It wasn't very long enough, clearly. And so we turn around, we start walking, we get over the hill, and here comes a coyote, and he's like running right at us.
Beelining, dude.
He's like coming, and I'm like, and he sees us immediately and just starts turning. So I take like a Hail Mary 400
Dude, it was like
yard
four,
shot.
but you almost got him, dude.
I almost got him on full run, too.
Almost got him on the swing, yeah.
The dirt right behind him as he was running just...
Yeah. He was running right down this little dirt road that went through the field and everything. And I kid you not, Marlin's like, how far is he? I'm like, trying to range. 400. Boom! You just see right behind him, just poof. And then that you realize how fast the coyote can go.
they
He
cook.
was,
After.
dude, then after that bullet hit the ground...
Oh, I bet he hit the
Yeah,
afterburner.
the vapor
and
trail.
Never seen it. Dude, he had a full-on vapor
gone.
trail, dude. It looked like a vapor trail
Dust
because of
was
the dust.
flying,
Dude, it was like this. It looked like cattle had went through, dude. It was crazy.
So cool.
Yeah. We called in 7 coyotes that day, didn't kill one. We suck.
Yeah. I said I love coyote hunting. I didn't say I was good at it.
Were you with me
When we dumped that one at 400?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
that
Dude,
didn't-
me and you talked about doing it a bunch on your farm last year. We never did it.
I know. We just got busy.
You want to
Yeah.
know why? Well, I don't want to shoot anything because the deer are there.
No, he doesn't. He wanted to in the winter. We just didn't do it.
It was when it was close to shed season. Because, like, I have my deer that are hitting these areas really consistently.
You don't want to do it during sheds.
Yeah, and so I was like, I told him he wanted to come out, let's go kill some coyotes. And I'm like, dude, these deer are getting ready to drop these antlers. I don't want to spook them off and have them
No,
go.
you got to do it in like December. That to me, like
February.
when
End of
wait,
January,
question.
February, coyote rut. Yeah.
What do you use for your call? What's your most consistent noise that you could you use?
the
Fox Pro?
Fox Pro Lightning Jack.
Lightning jack like the rabbit?
Raspy woodpecker.
I do pup in distress.
Pup in distress is good, especially after you whack one.
Pup
and then
in
you throw it in the
distress.
pup in distress.
It almost, because I mean, my kind of theory on it is, you know, a male coyote will come in and try and kick other coyotes, especially pups, or go kill a pup because he doesn't want that pup in his territory.
Yeah.
And a female
Bro,
always comes.
you're gonna get so much
Yeah.
more too detailed into this right now.
I know, I'm just saying.
I love it. I love it.
Derailed.
But we can't do that because we gotta save that for some other episodes. We're gonna
okay.
have some Predator episodes for sure, guys. And this whole episode is just about introducing you guys to the podcast, what we're gonna be talking about. But I love John's passion because we're definitely gonna be going hard at talking about coyotes
Oh, God, yes.
and predator hunting.
Derailed.
And you've killed a bobcat too, haven't you?
I've killed multiple bobcats.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking a little bit about that too, because that is something that is on my bucket list that I would
What
love.
were we talking about?
Yeah.
Love to have you help me kill a bobcat.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you help me kill a bobcat. That would be a lot of fun.
But that's your problem, patience.
yeah, exactly.
Marlin
Yeah.
ain't got no patience.
If you've met Marlin, it's like when we went to Ohio hunting, I was like, how is Marlin gonna sit in a tree stand? Because it's like Marlin just wants to just go. And it's like, how are you gonna sit in a tree stand for hours?
Yeah.
But you did it like a champ in
I
there.
do, dude. I'll sit. Dude, it's the motivation again.
Yeah,
It's the thing that's cool about Ohio, which guys, me and John get to do whitetail hunting in Ohio every year, and we're gonna bring Cliff with us this year. It's gonna
Yeah.
be super
I'm
epic.
stoked.
But the cool thing about it is it's just active. I feel like there's very few days you're sitting in the stand and you're not seeing some action. So it keeps you motivated, keeps you excited.
Again, opportunity.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
a lot of deer in one area.
And this year we have some mashers. Okay, enough about whitetail though, because now let's talk a little bit about, like, I know there's a lot of people out there that have been waiting, asking, and wanting this for a long time. So I got to give a huge shout out to all the addicted fans out there. The whole fishing addict community has been begging us to bring back this podcast. Like, I think a lot of them remembered it from years past. You always see the comments in the videos like, when are you guys gonna film hunting?
Yeah, and the fishing. Yeah, any of the fishing videos. Yeah.
Constantly.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Well, when you're an outdoorsman, it's
You wanna
like-
do all of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you're not. Most outdoorsmen are fishing and hunting.
Yep.
It's like you see, there's a select few that just fish, but a lot of them are hunters too.
a lot of them are doing both. So
Yep.
I'm excited to have both of that, both these two brands kind of commingling together.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and John were talking about maybe setting up a booth this year at the Sportsman Show.
Yeah.
An addicted hunting booth.
For sure.
Yeah, who wants to see that?
And think about it, dude. We can have some epic mounts and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna have to borrow a couple of yours with mine. I have one.
it's all right. I'll make up for you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
We have 10 between us.
I can bring
one
my-
between Marlin, 0 between you, and 9
Oh, I
between
have
me.
one.
I can bring my 4-point raghorn bull that I mounted.
Solid, dude.
Yeah.
That's yeah. We'll dive into that though with elk because there's a lot of people, and again, it comes down to opportunity. You know, it's like some people look at some of the animals that we may shoot, and I'm like, dude, welcome to Washington, brother. Like we don't get to chase the giants all the time.
No, like I said, we're harvest hunting.
Yeah. So
They're too damn good to eat, dude.
Yeah.
Make fun of me all you want. I like to eat them. I don't like to.
you won't hear. You won't
can't
hear
eat
it from
the
me.
antlers.
No. I
You
can't
can't eat the freaking antlers. So, all right, guys. So I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that is watching, everyone that is tuning into this Addicted Hunting podcast, and everyone that's been asking for it. Don't forget, guys. Be sure you subscribe, drop comments, interact with the videos. Tell your friends that the Addicted Hunting podcast is back. And I think what we're gonna do, guys, is next episode, episode 2, we're gonna talk about last year.
Oh.
We're gonna go over just each one of our hunts. Maybe we can start it by season. We can say like, all right, how would your deer season go? How'd your turkey season go? How'd your coyote season go? And just kind of get a good, awesome stories, because we're gonna have lots of them about how the hunting season went in 2024. So, yeah, you guys think that's a good one?
Oh yeah,
I'm down.
I have a lot to talk about.
Me too.
Season.
And mine isn't so good, guys. So stay tuned. I got some bad stories.
Mine's a lot better.
Honestly, I should just retire from hunting after you guys hear
Hang
my
it up.
2024 stories. You guys are all gonna think I'm a freaking disaster, but that's all right, because they're gonna be fun and we're excited about it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, we'll see you guys in the woods.
I hope not.
Yeah, exactly.
But there were so many birds in it. It was nuts. I'm great at shooting.
I'm just gonna leave him. Like he's there, he's dead. We're not even gonna look on him. I'm pretty confident I dropped him.
We're having an argument in the middle of trying to figure out this buck. And I'm like, Dakota, if you do not shoot this thing, I'm going to shoot it.
Goes to run, and so I say, not today, dude. And I freaking slam it in reverse, dude, and just start chasing it.